Hi, I'm Darren Lewis. I'm the Chief Sales Officer for Europe for Creatio, and I'm delighted to be joined today by Meena Srinivasan. Meena from BNI, great to have you here. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Darren. It's a pleasure to be here.
So I know Creatio has been an integral part of BNI for quite some time now. You've been a long-standing customer, and there's been steady expansion of the platform, which reflects obviously a significant investment from your side. Could you share with us how you prepare the organization and the users for these initiatives?
Great, yeah. We've actually been utilizing Creatio. I think the first engagement started in April of 2021. So it's about 3 years right now. And we have deployed Creatio within our organization in 35 different countries. So it's really a global market. To let you know a little bit about the company, BNI is Business Network International. They're the largest referral networking organization in the world, where it's mainly for entrepreneurs who want to network, who want to grow their business through referrals. And so for us initially, sales is not a very big word in BNI because the business expands, organically by chapters, and chapters are made up of members, and members invite other members. So typically the growth over, the couple of decades have been more organic, and also it's driven through franchisees. So for us, when we wanted to bring in the CRM, it was mainly to provide, access to all of the data, to capture all the visitor details across the different regions. And so it was really a new beginning for us. And for that kind of a scale, we really need to socialize, and we really need to educate as well, both the internal stakeholders, making sure that we are meeting the goals that are set by the organization, and also for the external stakeholders who could be our franchisees, who could be our sub-franchisees, who would be then actively using Creatio. So we actually did that exercise quite solidly so that we could have everybody on the same page before we went ahead and launched with Creatio.
Awesome, thank you for sharing that. And tell me, as Chief Digital Officer, what key challenges have you encountered when implementing Creatio within such a large workplace, and how do you overcome them?
Yeah, so the challenges were many, but we had to go across methodically with our implementation. So the first thing really is clarity. I think once you're clear on what we are expecting to deliver to the end users, makes life so much more easier in putting together the entire building blocks. So we did that exercise very thoroughly. We did have a lot of meetings with our management team, our internal stakeholders, with our user groups, and we crafted what we really needed in terms of a solution. Now the challenge came in because we do have being a company over 40 decades now, we do have a lot of internal systems, proprietary systems, technology that we've already implemented for marketing automation. And now we have to bring in this new piece, the CRM piece, and which we actually were able to, overcome these challenges through planning, coordination, collaboration with other teams. So that was one of the challenges on the internal side that many of the users don't really see. On the user front, it's really about making sure that they understand. So we put a lot of focus on the onboarding, on the training, so that we could overcome the challenges that they may face, both mindset-wise and also practically in utilizing the system. So we really planned a more thorough training and onboarding process to overcome these challenges.
Fantastic, I love that. Thank you so much. So BNI, obviously renowned as the world's largest referral network, which means effective communication is critical. How has the integration of no-code solutions impacted both the internal collaboration amongst existing team members, but also the external communication with partners and customers?
So collaboration is key when we, especially rolling out a CRM, which is a more front-end, top-of-the-funnel product. So the first group of users, our power users, were the member success team. They were also parallelly forming along with us, launching the CRM. So they were our first power users. So when we brought on the product, there was a lot of collaboration with that team, learning and interacting with them as to, while we deploy the technology, how exactly they are utilizing it on a day-to-day basis. What are the areas of application, where do they need to expand, what are some of the additional data points they required. So it helped us working with that group to really steady the system before we went large-scale implementation across different markets and franchises. So that gave us a good opportunity to refine the system and also, prove out the success in one solid group. And then when we moved forward with collaboration with the franchisees, it was really more about, again, having different webinars, sessions to educate them, to have overview calls to understand their needs. Because although the model is franchised and is pretty standard across the world, each franchisee has unique needs, different, slightly different requirements. And so, collaborating with them to understand what they require, and even customizing for, everything starting from language to date time formats and all of that took us a lot of coordination and collaboration with both the end users, and ultimately, it was also helping us bring out the sales playbook for the organization, working alongside.
It sounds like with the nuances and such differences between all of the groups that you're encountering here, you really needed a very customizable and agile platform.
Yes, we definitely needed when we looked at bringing on a CRM platform. Of course, we looked at several options. There's a market is like an ocean, so many different products. And what we wanted, we had a couple of key goals. We had to meet those criteria, and Creatio really started to come in the forefront while we evaluated other products, mainly because of the no-code and the business process mapping. Because the business process mapping was very important for us, because slightly we could tweak it for different markets, and then the no-code allowed us, we made it very nimble, made it very flexible. If they wanted to add an additional dashboard or a data point, it wasn't such a big deal where we needed to go and do the whole 9 yards of coding and testing. So many times we deployed in bite-sized solutions. Okay, we went from one use case to another use case, and we built up one on top of the other. And so that helped us to get to a solid, platform right now. And next we will be looking at all the new age AI and Gen AI and machine learning and what we could do. So we have a lot of data in the system.
I love that, and I think you've embraced the whole ethos of Creatio, which is don't boil the ocean, don't wait 12 months, 24 months for the absolute perfect scenario, because things change and move so fast. So get the MVP out there, iterate upon it, build upon it, start aligning that towards your business goals, and keep building as you go along. And it sounds like you've really embraced that ethos, and it's served you really well.
Yes, it has served us, because we've been able to incrementally grow our product. So that's helped us, propagate that and also expand it to so many countries.
That's amazing. Great story. Thank you. Looking ahead, what role do you envisage no-code playing within and shaping the future of work within BNI and similar organizations?
I think what no-code offers now to the absolute end user, if it is one of my member success teammates and they want to drop down and they want to pull in a graph to show their, say, monthly performance or even the weekly performance and keep track of things, it really makes it very simple. It doesn't make it so complicated. We could teach them a few things that they could do on their own from the end user perspective, so that they can handle that. And of course, there are customizations. Maybe they need an additional field on the screen, or they need an additional a data point or a dashboard which we need to bring in from one of our proprietary systems. So we could bring those in. So no-code really is in the cutting edge. It's really needed, because also the nature of business these days is changing, transforming so quickly. Like you said, we don't have the benefit of staying for an entire software development cycle. They want things and they want it like yesterday. So no-code really helps us, meet that timeline and help them with what they need at the moment.
Fantastic. Thank you for sharing. And Meena, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you.
Thank you, Darren.
I've really enjoyed the conversation,
yes.
and I've loved hearing about your journey with Creatio so far.
Yes,
Thank
it's
you
been
so
brilliant.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you.